Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying to style an anime girl wig. I'm going to be doing a group shoot for Evangelion. We're going to be doing like a bathing suit beach episode kind of vibe. We got our costumes from Make Costume and my wig is also from them. However, I wanted it to be super duper anime and try to actually look like a 3D like humanized version of Asuka. And I'm very excited to attempt styling this wig. I am by no means a professional, but I'm giving it my best try, and I hope that y'all learned something and just enjoy the process of me trying to style this wig. So, let's get started. Okay, this is my current wig styling setup. It's literally nothing fancy, it's just what works for me. So, this is the wig we're going to be working with. I had already attempted to style by doing like teasing and straightening. However, this wig specifically just didn't look good in that style. This is an anime wig, so I wanted to do a crimp style. So, this is just a crimper from Amazon. It was gifted to me off my wish list. And then I've got a straightener from Target that I'm going to use after everything is crimped up. The actual mannequin head and like whole kit I got off of Amazon as well. So it came with a ton of clips, some combs, and then I will be using Got to Be Glued to glue it all down. Obviously, this is like the cosplayer's saving grace. Every single person I know uses this. And then I already brushed it through with my good, reliable wig detangler spray and conditioner. So I'm just letting this dry now. I've got her pinned down, and then we will start the process of crimping all of it. It will take forever, but I think it's going to add a lot of volume and it's going to kind of smooth out the styling overall to allow it to look really crisp and clean for the result. Hopefully. The shoot for it is on Saturday, and I've got it all set up on Tuesday. So for the next couple days, this is my project, and I hope it goes well. So I'm gonna show y'all where I'm at. I just finished sectioning off my next part that I'm gonna be crimping, and I am really going row by row to do it just so that I'm getting every single fiber. And I definitely think it's worth it for anime wigs to do this. I'm going to show you the difference between a crimped piece and a non-crimped. This fiber is not crimped. It is shiny. You can see that it has a bit of a bend to it there, and that is just from the way that this wig was stored. Every single like fiber has a bit of a like weird section near the middle and end compared to a crimped section. You can see the crimping texture in there, and it actually flattens out that little bend while adding texture and roughness to be able to work with. I think it's worth it to do it. It does kind of shrink the hair, but that's okay. That part doesn't matter to me. I have been doing this for about an hour and a half, and I believe I'm about halfway through. There are a ton of bang pieces though, so that could take extra time on this wig specifically. And yeah, I've just been going through doing every single like section with my crimper. And to go through, I have to do like each section down the hair just because my crimper is a little bit small, but they really don't get much bigger than this anyway. So it's a process for anyone that's doing this kind of style of crimping hair. And yeah, it's taking a long time. I am doing the crimping part before work one day, the straightening, and then the final styling all in the 3 day span just to give myself a break and really take my time with this process because I don't want to rush it. My shoot is this weekend though, so I kind of have to, but it's all good. I still have quite a bit of time before work to get all of this crimped up, and I will show you what it's like at the end, and I'll tell you how long it took. But right now, I'm about an hour and a half in for this much hair. Let me actually take it off the wig stand and show you. So that's about where we're at. And all of this is what I got left. But I think it is definitely worth the crimp like process. Oop, woo, I almost fell. I forgot to section off all the crimped parts actually, so I got to do that so that it doesn't mix in with the non-crimped. But yeah, that is where I am at so far. So this is how far I got on day one. This is about 4 hours in. and every single thing is crimped. I got the little pigtails crimped up, I got the bangs, the entire back of the wig, and she's looking pretty good. All right, so I believe I'm about an hour in so far on the second step here, which is straightening the crimp. I've got this straightener from Target, and every layer I'm adding some hairspray, got to be glued, and this is the texture after doing the crimping and straightening. Yes, it does look similar, however, it is so much fluffier, there's so much more volume. Like, to me, in person, that makes such a difference. Plus, when you do this kind of styling, it makes your wig less prone to tangling. So here is what we have left. It is pretty much the entire scalp part and the bangs. And then I've also got the little pigtails to do, which I did get crimped as well. So I'm thinking this will take another couple hours tonight, and then I will let it set and do any final touches tomorrow, hopefully, but I'm kind of thinking I can finish it all today. As I'm going through and straightening all these fibers, I really try to lay the pieces out to where the final style is going to be. And I think that helps me in the long run once I start final setting and really making the pieces totally complete. For the top part, I go over it a couple times to really smooth out the crimping and make that hairline look crisp. And then I just slowly make my way through the rest of the hair, straightening out that crimp. And you'll see that it does come out very, very easily, but it leaves a little bit of the messiness and texture on the actual fibers still. And that's gonna be what provides the volume to it. And I'm just doing the second pass right here just to really make sure that I get most of that texture out. And I am doing that, setting it where it's going to be laying, making sure that everything is good, and just laying well, using a little bit of hairspray to set that, making sure it's gonna stay, and then I move on to the next piece. And I do this over and over and over, probably a few hundred times for this wig, just because it's so long, and you can really see how the crimpiness allows the fibers to be a little messed up and damaged. And that's pretty much what you're going for whenever you crimp a wig in general, is you are damaging it so that it is not as shiny, smooth, and metallic-y as it is out of the bag. And then we are straightening that out so that it's not that crimped texture, because it's pretty rare that an anime character has that texture. I think the most important thing to do when you are doing the straightening step is to really take your time, be patient. It's gonna take a few passes on some of these hair chunks to be able to fully get that texture out. And I think the more time you take with this step will help you do your final style and steaming if you decide to do that. And of course, I think it's super duper important to set in this step to really set yourself up for success. All right, so this whole process I wanted to show you on how I'm straightening out the bangs, because I am adding so much volume in when I am curling them, and I am pinning them apart and pinning them together to kind of help separate them to get that final step done. And I was just gonna straighten them, but it turns out that I wanted to do steaming as well. But right here, you can tell that I'm extremely intense on making sure every single fiber is laying correctly and really volume and really just anime bang, you know? And I really, really am happy with the amount that I was able to fluff up here. I really think straightening helped so, so much. You can really tell the part that I was able to get going there. I'm really, really proud of that. The bangs are so fluffy. I am so happy with that, and we're gonna steam it out now. My steamer is just from Target, and I'm pretty much going through the entire back of the wig and the pigtails that are not clipped on to smooth out any other fibers and try to make sure that the crimpiness is still doing its job, but not as visible on the top layer. Because that is the whole point of steaming it out, in my opinion, is to really do that last final touch. This is my first time ever steaming bangs specifically,
So it was quite a learning process of how to do that. I really was struggling at first, but then I figured out the way to pin them using the poker comb and really just working with the like gravity to make that fluffy bang happen. I did go back in and add a little bit more of like Asaki's little separated bang look, but I almost went with this just because I thought it was really cute. But obviously, I changed it up one more time, and I am so proud of how this looks with the clips in and everything. I absolutely love it. I know it's not perfect, but I'm really happy with it. Here it is the day of the shoot on, and I feel confident. I think I'm slaying. This is how it looked after the shoot. I wanted to pin up the bangs to make sure that they would last. And of course, you have to add a little hairnet for storage reasons. I am so proud of this wig. I know it's not perfect, but I'm really happy with it.
So that is how I styled my wig. It is not perfect, I understand. However, I had a really great time shooting in it. I really enjoy how it looked, and now I want to do a ton more versions of her. So if you want to see me do the original suit, her summer like yellow dress, or just like a casual version, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe as well if you want to see more from me. I hope you stick around to see what else I do, and that is it for me today, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. I just want to give a big shout out to all of my patrons, including those in the Mr. Stark tier, Lewis, Mondo, and John. Thank you guys so much.